She dumped me at my own brewery bash, cackling, "I'm too hot for a nobody like you." My friends froze, my gut twisted. Right there in front of everyone, Kayla shredded my heart, parading her new upgrade. I didn't beg. I smirked, walked out, and plotted my comeback. Spoiler, her hot life imploded, and I soared. I'm Ethan, 33, a craft brewer in Bend, Oregon. I run Hoppy Haven, a small brewery slinging IPAs and stouts to locals and tourists. Life's good. Long days, cold beers, tight crew. 4 years back, I met Kayla at a food truck rally. She was a firecracker. All curves, sharp wit, and a smile that could stop traffic. She had this vibe like she was always one step ahead of everyone. I was hooked. Early days were a blur. Late-night hikes, dive bar karaoke, her stealing sips of my porter. I thought, this is my person. But Kayla was a vortex. She fed off attention like it was her job. Always posting TikToks, dancing in crop tops, captioned, "Too fly to settle Nosher living large." She'd flirt with my bar staff, random dudes at festivals, even my distributor, then laugh, "It's just my charm, babe." I brushed it off. I wasn't loaded, but I dropped cash on her. $300 sushi nights in Portland, festival passes, that designer bag she had to have. I thought it was love. She called it sweet, but always wanted more. By last summer, I was drained, balancing her demands with brewing deadlines. Still, I was ready to lock it down. I'd scouted a ring, planned a proposal at Deschutes River's edge. Dumb, right? Then came my brewery's 5th anniversary party. Packed house at Hoppy Haven, 50 friends, family, my whole team. Kayla insisted on curating the vibe. She rolled in late, in a black dress that screamed trouble, hair flipped like a reality star. I was proud, thinking, that's my girl. Mid-speech, thanking everyone for supporting my dream, she snatched the mic. My heart sank. Something was wrong. She grinned, slurring, "Ethan's cute, but I'm too hot for this small-town grind. I'm leveling up with someone who matches my energy." She nodded at Zane, some flashy crypto bro she'd been vibing with. The crowd went silent. My bartender, Mike, muttered, "What the hell?" I felt like I'd been gutted. I didn't scream, didn't break. I just stared as she clung to Zane, chugging my best stout like it was her victory lap. Friends whispered, "She's trashed, man, don't stoop." Her words seared, "Nobody like you." I paid the bar tab, forced a grin, and said, "Congrats, Kayla. Fly free." She scoffed, like I was some pathetic ex she'd already forgotten. I walked out, truck tires screeching as I tore off. That night, I didn't sleep. Fury burned. Shame stung, but something snapped. I wasn't chasing her. Not now. Not ever. By morning, I was done. Blocked her everywhere. Phone, TikTok, even PayPal. Wiped her pics from my phone. Boxed her crap, those platform boots, her ring light, her manifestation journal, and left it at her rental with a note, "Fly high. Don't crash." I called my cousin Jess, who'd always seen through Kayla. "She's a leech, Ethan," Jess said. "You're free now." She was right. I dove into work, hit the gym, and started rebuilding. But Kayla, she thought she'd won strutting with Zane. She didn't know I'd heard rumors. Zane was a scam artist, dodging lawsuits. Her level up was a ticking bomb. I woke up the day after Kayla's betrayal with a fire in my chest. How could she humiliate me like that, in my own brewery, no less? My phone buzzed, friends checking in, pissed on my behalf. "She's a snake, Ethan," Mike texted. "You're better off." I wanted to believe him, but the sting of her words, "nobody like you," clawed at me. I could have spiraled, drowned in my own stout, but no, I wasn't that guy. I grabbed my gym bag and hit the weights, each rep a middle finger to Kayla's ego. I wasn't just moving on, I was building a damn empire. Hoppy Haven became my sanctuary. I poured my rage into brewing, crafted a new IPA, Bitter Break, that sold out in days. Locals loved it. Tourists posted it on Insta. My business was thriving, and I was too. I swapped late-night scrolls for early morning runs along the Deschutes River, my lungs burning, my mind clearing. I started hanging with real people. Mike, Jess, my crew, not clout chasers like Kayla. Life felt lighter. Who needs a drama? Queen when you've got loyal friends and a packed taproom? Meanwhile, Kayla was living her best life, or so she thought. Her TikToks were relentless, twirling in Zane's penthouse, captioned, "Upgraded vibes only, das her boss babe." She'd post stories sipping champagne, Zane's arm around her, smirking like she'd cracked the code to happiness. But I heard whispers through mutuals. Zane wasn't some crypto king. He was a fraud, dodging creditors, flashing borrowed watches. Kayla was too busy posing to notice. Did she really think he'd wife her up? Ha! Her upgrade was a one-way ticket to delusion. 3 months post-breakup, my phone lit up. An unknown number. Hey, Ethan, it's Kayla. I miss you. Can we talk? My jaw dropped. Miss me? After she torched my heart in front of everyone? I laughed out loud, alone in my brewery office. No reply. A week later, another text. You were so good to me. I messed up. Please? Her tone was desperate, like she'd rehearsed it. I could picture her pouting, batting those lashes that used to melt me. Not anymore. I left her on red. Why give her the satisfaction? Then she pulled a stunt I didn't see coming. I was at Hoppy Haven, tweaking a new porter recipe, when Kayla strutted in, sunglasses on, like she was dodging paparazzi, in a tight dress that screamed, "Look at me!" My staff froze. Mike whispered, "You want me to kick her out?" I shook my head. Let's see how this plays out. Ethan, can we talk? 5 minutes, she purred, using that voice she'd weaponized. To get her way, I leaned against the bar, arms crossed. Talk about what? How you're too hot for me? Or how Zane's already ghosting you? Her face cracked. No smirk, no comeback. I was wrong, she stammered. Zane's not who I thought. I lost my job at the boutique. My followers aren't engaging. I'm broke, Ethan. You were real. I need you. Tears welled up, but I wasn't buying it. Crocodile tears. She didn't want me. She wanted a lifeline. You chose this, I said, voice cold. You called me a nobody. Own it. She flinched like I'd slapped her. Please, Ethan, she whispered. I pointed to the door. Fly high, Kayla. Don't crash. She left, head down, no strut this time. I stood there, heart pounding. Part of me wanted to feel bad. She looked pathetic. But why should I? She'd laughed while shredding my pride. I turned to Mike, who was grinning. Proud of you, man, he said. She's done. He was right. That moment, I felt free. But Kayla wasn't finished. Oh, no. She had one more desperate move up her sleeve, and it was about to backfire spectacularly. Kayla's brewery stunt lit a fuse in me. How dare she waltz back, thinking tears would erase her betrayal? I wasn't her safety net. I threw myself into Hoppy Haven, brewing like a madman. My bitter break IPA was flying off shelves, and I landed a deal to stock a chain of Bend pubs. Success felt sweet, but Kayla's audacity gnawed at me. Was she really that delusional, or was something darker brewing? 2 weeks later, I got a call from my distributor, Ray. Ethan, you know that crypto bro Zane? He's bad news. Skipped. Out on a bar tab at McCall's, owes me for a keg delivery, too. My gut twisted. Kayla's upgrade was crumbling faster than I thought. Ray dropped another bomb. She's been crashing at his place, but word is he's dodging her now. I pictured Kayla, alone in some flashy condo, waiting for a man who'd already checked out. Did I feel bad? Hell no, she'd made her bed. Then came the curveball. I was at a local farmer's market pouring samples of my stout when my phone buzzed. A DM from an account I didn't know. Check Kayla's TikTok. You'll thank me. Intrigue gripped me. I opened the app, unblocked her for the first time in months. Her latest video was a tearful rant. Some people abandon you when you're down. Ethan, you were my rock and you turned cold. My blood boiled. She was spinning me as the villain. After she humiliated me. The comments were brutal. Girl, you dumped him at his own party. Sit down, I smirked. Her own followers were turning, but Kayla wasn't done. That night, I hosted a charity trivia night at Hoppy Haven. Packed house, great vibe, until she showed up. Not alone. She'd dragged Zane, who looked like he'd rather be anywhere else. Kayla was in full performance mode. Loud laugh, tossing, her hair, clinging to him like a trophy. My staff shot me looks. Mike muttered, She's unhinged, man. I nodded, staying calm. Why was she here? To flaunt Zane, or to mess with my head? She made her move mid-game, sauntered to my table, where I was emceeing, and leaned in. Ethan, I'm sorry for the video. I was hurt. Can we start over? Her voice was loud enough for nearby tables to hear. Zane shifted awkwardly, checking his phone. I stood, mic in hand. Kayla, you're sorry? That's rich. You trashed me in front of everyone and now you're begging? Nah, I'm good, the crowd murmured. Her face flushed. You're heartless, she snapped, storming off. Zane trailed her, looking embarrassed. I thought that was the end, but no. Later, Jess pulled me aside. Ethan, I overheard Kayla in the bathroom. She's in deep. Zane's getting evicted. His crypto empire is fake. She's been borrowing cash from friends, burning bridges. She's desperate. My jaw dropped. Desperate enough to crash my event? To fake an apology for clout? I felt a flicker of pity, then shook it off. She'd chosen Zane's lies over my loyalty. Why should I care? The next morning, I got a voicemail from an unknown number. Kayla. Sobbing, Ethan, I'm sorry. Zane left me. I'm at a motel. I have nowhere to go. Please help. My heart raced. Was this another act, or was she really broken? I didn't call back, but the message haunted me. I told Mike, who shrugged. Let her crash, Ethan. She's not your problem. He was right, but the intrigue grew. What was Kayla's next move? And why did I feel like this wasn't over? Kayla's motel voicemail rattled me. Was she really that low? Sobbing, alone, begging for help? I replayed it, her voice cracking, Ethan, I'm scared. I've got nothing. My anger flared. After all her stunts, now she wanted my pity? Hell no. But curiosity gnawed. What had pushed her this far? I didn't call back. Instead, I dug deeper, and what I found made my head spin. Jess, my cousin, was my intel source. She'd been hearing gossip from mutuals in Ben's tight-knit scene. Ethan, Kayla's a mess, Jess said over coffee at Hoppy Haven. Zane's a con artist. He got busted for scamming investors. Cops are circling. Kayla's been shacking up with him thinking he's her ticket to the high life. Now she's stuck with his debts. My jaw hit the floor. Debts? Kayla, the queen of living large, was drowning? I couldn't help but laugh. Irony's a bitch. I kept my focus on the brewery. Bitter Break was now in every bar from Bend to Eugene. I hired 2 new staff, expanded the tap room, even started a food truck collab. My life was clicking, gym sessions, new hiking buddies, a feature in a local mag calling me Ben's Brew King. But Kayla's shadow lingered. Her TikToks had shifted. No more glitzy penthouse vibes, just sad girl vlogs from a dingy motel room. Life's humbling, she'd say, eyes puffy. Was she playing for sympathy, or was this real? Then she made her boldest move yet. I was at a Bend Business Association mixer, schmoozing with restaurant owners, when Kayla crashed it. She looked rough, faded makeup, thrift store dress, no trace of her old swagger. Heads turned, whispers spread. She beelined for me, voice shaky. Ethan, I need to talk. Alone. My gut screamed trap, but the room was watching. 2 minutes, I said, leading her to a corner. She launched in, no preamble. Zane's gone. He took my savings, $8,000. I'm getting evicted. I know I screwed you over, but you're good, Ethan. You always were. Help me, please. I stared, stunned. Help her? After she called me a nobody? My blood boiled, but I kept cool. You chose Zane, I said. You laughed in my face at my own party. Why's this my problem? Her eyes welled up. I was stupid. I thought he was my future. I'm sorry, okay? I leaned in, voice low. Sorry doesn't fix what you broke, Kayla. You burned this bridge. Walk away. She gasped, like I'd stolen her air. Then she bolted, nearly knocking over a waiter. The next day, Mike flagged me down at the brewery. Yo, Ethan, you hear about Kayla? My heart skipped. What now? She tried to start a GoFundMe, claiming she's a victim of circumstance. People roasted her in the comments. I checked online. Sure enough, there it was. Help Kayla get back on her feet. The story was half-truths. Zane's betrayal, her unfair job loss, no mention of her cheating or lies. Locals weren't buying it. One comment read, You dumped Ethan at his own bash. Karma's real. I laughed so hard I nearly dropped my phone. Was she serious with this? But the plot thickened. Ray called again. Ethan, Kayla's been asking, around about you. Showed up at my warehouse, crying, saying she wants you back. Said she'll prove she's changed. Prove it? How? My mind raced. Was she planning another public stunt? Or something crazier? I told Ray to keep me posted. That night, I locked the brewery tight, unease creeping in. Kayla was desperate, and desperate people do wild things. What was she cooking up? And why couldn't I shake the feeling that this was about to explode? Kayla's GoFundMe flop should have been the end, but no. She was like a cockroach crawling back no matter how hard life stomped her. I was done playing nice. Her begging, her tears, her lies, they fueled my rage. How could she keep dragging me into her mess? I wanted her gone, but she had one last card to play, and it was a wild one. Hoppy Haven was buzzing. My new food truck collab was a hit, and I'd just inked a deal to distribute bitter breaks statewide. I was thriving. New friends, killer workouts, even flirty texts with Mia, a badass barista who loved my porter. Life was good, but Kayla's shadow loomed. Jess texted me. "She's asking people about your schedule. Creepy vibes." My stomach knotted. Was she stalking me? What the hell was her plan? I beefed up brewery security just in case. Then Ray dropped a bomb. "Ethan, Kayla's telling folks she's got dirt on you. Says she'll spill unless you help her." Dirt? On me? I laughed, but it was shaky. I'm a straight shooter. Pay my taxes, treat people right. What could she possibly have? I racked my brain. Maybe some old texts twisted out of context, or a lie about my business. My anger surged. She was trying to blackmail me? After everything? I told Ray, "Let her try. I've got nothing to hide." The showdown came at Ben's annual BrewFest. My booth was packed, pouring samples, music blaring, lights flashing. I was in my element, high-fiving locals, posing for pics. Then I saw her. Kayla weaving through the crowd, eyes locked on me. She looked unhinged, messy ponytail, stained hoodie, no trace of her TikTok glow. My crew tensed. Mike whispered, "Want me to bounce her?" I shook my head. "Let's end this." She stormed up, voice loud enough to turn heads. "Ethan, you owe me! You ruined my life!" The crowd hushed. Ruined her life? Me? I stepped forward, voice steady. "Kayla, you dumped me at my own party. You chose a scammer over me. How's that my fault?" she shrieked. "You turned everyone against me. My followers, my friends, they hate me because of you." I laughed, cold and sharp. "They hate you because you lied. You burned your own bridges." Her face twisted, furious. Then she pulled out her phone, waving it like a weapon. "I've got proof you cheated on me. I'll post it everywhere." Gasps rippled. My heart raced. Cheated? Never happened. I crossed my arms. "Post it, right now. Let's see this proof." She froze, eyes darting. The crowd leaned in, phones out, recording. "Do it, Kayla," someone yelled. Her hands shook. Then, in a pathetic whimper, "It's on my old phone. I lost it." The crowd erupted, laughs, jeers. "Nice try," a guy shouted. I leaned in, voice low. "You're done, Kayla. No one believes you. Walk away," she broke. Tears streamed, mascara smearing. "I loved you," she sobbed. "Why won't you help me?" "Loved me?" Bullshit. I didn't flinch. "You loved my wallet. You loved attention. You never loved me." I turned to the crowd. "Show's over, folks. Next round's on me." Cheers exploded. Kayla fled, shoving through people, her sobs echoing. Mike clapped my shoulder. "That was epic, man!" But it wasn't over. Later, Jess sent me a screenshot. Kayla's TikTok was gone. Deleted. Her Insta, too. Mutuals said she'd left Bend, crashing with a distant cousin in Boise. Her dirt was a bluff, her last desperate swing. I felt a pang, her life in ruins, no friends, no clout. But pity faded fast. She'd tried to destroy me. Why should I care? I poured a stout, toasted my crew, and vowed to never let her ghost haunt me again. Kayla's BrewFest meltdown should have been my victory lap, but I wasn't celebrating yet. Her lies, her stunts, they left scars. Could I really move on? I was done with her drama, but I needed closure, something to seal her chapter shut forever. What I didn't expect was how karma and a wild twist would deliver it in the most savage way possible. Hoppy Haven was my kingdom now. Bitter Break hit shelves across Oregon, and I was planning a second taproom in Portland. Mia, the barista, was more than a flirt. We'd started dating. She was real. No filters, no ego, just warm laughs over coffee and hikes. My life was full. New deals, tight crew, a woman who actually saw me. But Kayla's ghost lingered. Jess kept tabs. She's in Boise, couch surfing, posting sob stories on a new Insta. I didn't look. Why feed her chaos? Then came the bombshell. Mike burst into the brewery one morning, eyes wide. "Ethan, you gotta see this!" He shoved his phone at me, a local news article. "Crypto scammer's ex-girlfriend spills all." My heart stopped. Kayla had gone public, spilling tea on Zane to a Boise reporter. She claimed she'd been duped, painting herself as a victim. But the kicker? She name-dropped me. My ex, Ethan, warned me about Zane, but I didn't. Listen, he's the only honest man I've known. My jaw hit the floor. Was she praising me? Or using my name for clout? Rage surged. She was dragging me into her mess again. I called Jess. What's her angle? Jess laughed. She's desperate for relevance. Nobody's buying her poor me act. Sure enough, the article's comments tore her apart. You dumped Ethan at his party, girl. Don't rewrite history. I smirked, but unease crept in. Was this her final play? Or was something bigger coming? I told Mike, if she shows up, she's out. No mercy. The universe had other plans. Ben's summer beer bash was my biggest stage yet. 10,000 people, food trucks, live bands. My booth was slammed, pouring stouts and IPAs. Mia was there, helping, her smile grounding me. Mid-festival, a commotion erupted near the main stage. I craned my neck. A woman was arguing with security, voice shrill. My gut knew before my eyes. Did Kayla? She'd snuck in, hair-dyed blonde, in a cheap sundress, yelling, I just want to talk to Ethan. Security hauled her toward the exit, but she broke free, sprinting to my booth. The crowd parted, phones out, filming. Ethan! She screamed, tears streaming. I'm sorry. I'm nothing without you. Take me back. Mia froze. Mike stepped forward, but I raised a hand. Let's end this. I faced Kayla, voice calm but steel. You're sorry? You lied, cheated, tried to ruin me. You don't get to rewrite this story. Her sobs grew frantic. I love you. I'll change. The crowd was electric. Boos, gasps, shouts of, get her out! I leaned in, eyes locked on hers. You didn't love me. You loved my life. I'm done, Kayla. Go! Security grabbed her. She thrashed, screaming, You'll regret this! As they dragged her away, the crowd cheered. Mia squeezed my hand. You okay? I nodded, heart pounding. It was over. Really over. Then the twist hit. That night, a viral video exploded online. Kayla's meltdown captioned, Ex-girlfriend's epic fail at beer bash. It racked up millions of views. Memes flooded X. When you dump a king and beg for scraps. My brewery trended. Orders for bitter breaks skyrocketed. Strangers DM'd me. You dodged a bullet, man. I laughed till my sides hurt. Kayla's desperation had made me a legend. Weeks later, I got a letter. Kayla's handwriting. I'm leaving Boise. I'm sorry for everything. I hope you're happy. I burned it in my backyard. Mia by my side. No reply needed. I was happy, thriving, loved, free. Kayla wasn't my villain anymore. She was just a lesson. Her crash wasn't my revenge. My glow-up was. And damn, it felt explosive. And here it is, the finale of today's story. Did everything turn out as you imagined? Or did it end unexpectedly? I'd love to hear what you think. Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and let's dive into the discussion together. If this story kept you in suspense, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't signed up yet, what are you waiting for? This is your chance to join an incredible community where exciting new stories unfold every day. Click the subscribe button and turn on notifications to stay up to date. Thanks for your attention and see you on your new adventures.